G'day, Tim here. I'm about to do an install of a single DIN JOYING head unit into my 2000 ML320, so wish me luck. Right, so here's the current head unit. It's a Merc Audio 30. Its main problem is that it has a fibre optic link to the amp. So I'm going to try and preserve all that. Oh, I also wanted to keep it single DIN because I like the little wee slot underneath the radio, which is great for putting my current phone. Didn't want to lose that. Right, I've just unpacked the package. So main thing is we've got a single DIN JOYING head unit, associated accessories, antenna, GPS, ISO connector. I ordered an OBD2 Bluetooth connector as well, some inch screen and some instructions. So our plan is that is going to go in the Merc over here. And the other little bit of kit I've got is a specific D2B connector. So this is a D2B converter, so they'll take the line outs from the head unit, convert it to digital, so I can plug it into the digital port to go to the amp in the Merc. So fingers crossed that all works. So I'm installing this JOYING head unit in this 2000 Mercedes ML320. So it'll be interesting to see how that goes, how plug and play it is. Fingers crossed I've done my research and this will work. Like I said, fingers crossed. Alright, we're just going to pull the stereo out. Cool. And then I'm going to disconnect things at the back. So we've got the antenna is off, fibre optic coupling, so it's one of those ones, and then I have got these units. Of course they don't want to pop out, do they? Cool. Right, that's the stereo out. That was easy. So stereo's out and I've got these plugs to play with. So there's the ISO connector that was into the back of the Beaker radio, which I think my new Loom already has, so hopefully that's a plug and play. There's the fibre optic coupling. I've got my little adapter for that, and then there's the 10 pin plug that was into the back of the radio. The only thing on that I think is pin 4, which is the D2B wake up, which I will need for the analog to D2B converter. So that's what's there. Let's see what happens next. Right, success number 1, the car connector connects to the ISO connector. I thought that might be, you know, one of those things that bites you when you don't think it's going to happen, so that's good. So before I do anything too serious, I've plugged in the ISO connector to the Loom and I've plugged the screen on, so I'm just going to see if anything happens when I turn the power on. I have to say that is a pleasant surprise. Okay, so and I've got power there. That's half my battle over. Now I need to plug the amp in, which means I'm going to have to do a bit of wiring there, but that shouldn't be a problem. Okay, right, I'm encouraged. G'day, Tim here. Okay, it's Saturday night. I've been trying to sort out how to install this JOYING head unit into my ML320. I think I've overthought the whole thing. So it had fibre, it had a Bose amp, so I've been trying to work out how to manage that, and nothing was happening. So I was going, oh, what the heck am I going to do to fix this up? So anyway, I thought, well, I'll just disconnect all the fibre and what's the D2B connections from the old Becker radio, and lo and behold, the radio kept working. So I thought, oh. So anyway, so I've gone and pulled the dash apart again. I've got to the factory wiring loom, which is ISO, and put my ISO connector on from the JOYING unit. And the one bit that was missing, I went and just tried and checked all the pins, was pin 5, I think it's bank A, was 12 volt control. So then I thought, oh, the JOYING unit comes with an amp control lead. So anyway, long story short, is I have just temporarily hooked that up, and we have success. So I'm a pretty happy boy. It took a wee while, but this was a really simple install now that I know that. And I'd got so confused around the digital stuff with the fibre. So maybe these old emails from 2000 weren't quite so high-tech as the newer vehicles. Okay, here we go. This is the JOYING 7-inch single DIN radio unit. So what we've done is I've plugged it from the JOYING loom into the Mercedes ISO connector here. So that's all been good. The unit powered on, but I had no sound. So the tricky part was what that was about. So this green lead just goes from the control line to the amp line off the JOYING unit. And then if you wish me luck, let's see what happens when we turn the key on. See how quick that takes to boot up. Connecting. I love this wireless CarPlay. It's going to be great. And let's see what I've been playing. Hopefully not too embarrassing. Got a beep. Love that. And hope. Okay, just doing a tidy up. Just putting a connector I had onto the amp power line. Soldering irons in cars. Never good. Hopefully I don't melt anything. So just soldered that together. Go put some ink shrink over that. More hot stuff in the car, man. Fun things you do. Alright, haven't burnt the car, that's good. Right, GPS antenna, from what I've read is, I mean, you can mount it outside, but mounting it on a bit of metal under the dash there. I think my Nava light is, I think there's a bit of metal there, so I'll probably aim to stick that there. Got Wi-Fi antennas and things too to stick in, so I'll just do that now. Right, well I've got the antennas in. There's the GPS one. I've got one 4G behind that. Can that focus? And then managed to sneak one, I can barely see it, just over here in the back there. They fitted quite well. Okay, right, so that's antennas in. I'm going to install the reversing camera and stuff later, but what is it? 9 o'clock at night. So anyway, I'll try and get the stereo in and going now. So I'll just keep pushing on. Okay, wire tidied up the antenna wires. I think we'll just put this in and see how she goes. There's a few USB extension cables and things like that that'll work out how to route and things. Okay, the unit is in. Really like this one DIN idea, single DIN. I really wanted to keep this pocket. It's quite good for the phone and other bits and pieces, so that's why I didn't want to go for a double DIN screen. So there's the cable. It's all nice and long, and you can shove it back into it. So next thing will be screen. I'm pretty happy where I think it's going to sit, so we'll try that on, see how she looks. The screen attachment's really easy. It just clicks into a multi-pin plug, and then you've got some little arms that just lock into place, so that looks pretty secure. Okay, the screen's in place, pretty happy with that. Yeah, there's a bit of wiggle room underneath that to put things, and I needed to just keep my low range button clear, so that's why I went for the 7-inch screen. So there we go, that's all in. Alright, moment of truth, let's see if any of this wiring worked. Hope it did. The power is on. Joying, that's looking good. Now I think when the Apple connects wirelessly, I don't think I can video anymore, so we'll just see if that happens. It's a little thing I didn't know happens with your phone. Oh, nice splash screen. Okay, we're going to go there, and then I'm going to hit car link. Right, I might find that this disappears.
I'm here to get jiggy with a 6-pack cars, hitting Nas, get busy with a sub, going hard, fist bump like a street fighter. I don't really talk, I'ma live my 2-day, doing moves, he does, taking drugs, it's the way you do it. Marty is a buddy, cause he know it lives in space, with a 36 pippin', and I'm here to make the music, bringing 6 bangers, only 5th gear, and I'm on rib.
Your car kinda sucks, man, haven't you heard? Naturally aspirated Honda turd. My car is sex speckless.
Okay, so what have I learnt? It was really interesting doing the research for this around the fibre optics, and I went down that rabbit hole. I'd gone to a local radio installer, and nobody really wanted to touch this older European car, particularly when they worked out there was fibre optics involved. So I immediately thought, right, I need the D2B converter. Going to be really sort of anxious around all those things. I got completely stuck on the D2B wake up function and was doing a workaround around that. And then when I realized that the wiring loom to the ISO connector had all the speaker wires on it, I thought, oh, okay, this may not be as hard as I've made it for myself. So anyway, really, if I forgot all about the fibre, this was a super simple install. Would have been plug and play and then hook the amp power on. So don't overthink these things. That's what I reckon. Super happy with the head unit, and I'll tidy up the install and get the camera and stuff in, so that'll all be good. Cheers.